Today, Phone Scoop is taking a look at the new LG enV Touch for Verizon. The enV Touch, of course, follows in the footsteps of the Voyager, which was released by LG for Verizon about a year and a half ago. It has a large exterior touch display, touch-resistive display, and just several buttons along the bottom here. We've got a send and end power key and a back key. Those are pretty much all the buttons you're going to see on the front of the phone for interacting with it. The rest you use the screen itself and interact with the menus. On the left side of the phone, we've got a dedicated camera key, the volume toggle, as well as a lock key. On the bottom, we've got a micro USB charge port. And on the right, we've got a hatch covering the micro SD card port and a full 3.5mm headphone jack. And you'll notice some writing there. That writing says Dolby Mobile. So the enV Touch is one of the first LG phones in the United States anyway to offer Dolby's mobile software for controlling how well the sound plays back through the device. On the back, we've got a 3.2 megapixel camera with autofocus and flash. And the optics are, certified by Schroeder-Kreuznach. So we've got a pretty good camera on the enV Touch. Opening up the enV Touch, of course, we've got this very nice display on the inside. Huge screen. It's absolutely large and colorful and bright and very crystal clear. We've got stereo speakers on either side of it, and of course we have the full QWERTY keyboard. Similar to the enV3 and the Voyager, this keyboard carries forward the same layout. We've got the nav controls here on the right, full QWERTY keyboard, 4 rows, and we've got some dedicated keys on the left for your favorites, from your contact list, and a dedicated messaging key there. The keyboard has good travel and feedback. I thought it felt pretty good. The keys are big, and it's a very large keyboard, so your thumbs are going to be traveling quite a lot as you type. But for the most part, the hardware gets the job done. Maybe a little bit large for most, but it's got a lot of features for this type of phone. Taking a look at the software that runs on this phone, we'll unlock it, and you see you've got a dock menu system here. On the bottom, we've got access to messaging, phone calls, the main menu, contacts, and your favorites. Hitting the main menu, for example, takes you to this screen, and this is where you can access most of the phone systems while the phone is closed. You can, of course, reconfigure this menu if you choose to pull some new themes down from Verizon. Right now, it's got this kind of nostalgic stamp theme going on here, which I can't say I'm a fan of, but hey, it might work for some of you. Going back to the home screen, you'll see this little tab over here. We'll open that, and the first thing we see is this My Media menu, which in this particular case is just web link shortcuts to particular pages. For example, they have Twitter here, so we'll fire this up, and you can see that it basically just launches the web version of Twitter. So nice of Verizon to include these social networking links here, because we've also got Facebook and MySpace and YouTube and PhotoBucket. However, native apps would be better than simple web links. We can also go to this shortcut menu, and here you see basically just shortcuts to all the phone's major systems. So if you want to access the Bluetooth menu quickly, you can do it here, as well as instant messaging. There's some games on here, your pictures, the alarm clock, and other services. And it's finger friendly. It's got a resistive touchscreen, which I found worked for the most part. It is a good idea to calibrate the phone every now and then just to make sure that the screen is as accurate as possible. So let's take a look at how the menu system works on the inside. The internal menu of the enV Touch is going to look pretty familiar. If we tab the menu button, you'll see this this postage stamp theme carried forward to the internal menu system. And once you enter any of those particular items, you'll see it becomes the tabbed menu system that we've seen on previous Verizon phones, just with this new dressed up theme and nice icons. Admittedly, it is easy on the eyes. And you can see that the phone offers quick access to most of the systems pretty easily here. Messaging has the full set of features, including voicemail, visual voicemail, IM, email, chat, and so on. And we've also got a full contacts application, your calls, VZ Navigator, music, the browser, the settings for the phone itself, and of course the media center, which is where all of the fun content, your pictures and games and things like that is located. So if we choose to open the browser, we'll do that, and it will bring up the newer version of the Verizon portal. We'll get some breaking news on the left and some shortcuts to other content on the right. And hitting the left soft key will bring up this nav bar for navigating the site, which is pretty useful. We've seen this on some LG phones recently, and I think it works pretty well. Or you can choose to hit the menu button and access some of the more general controls for the browser itself. So that's the browsers. Pretty speedy browsing over Verizon's 3G network. And of course, websites look pretty darn good. Going into the menu again, well, we'll just launch the camera here with the camera button. Same camera software that we've seen on other Verizon phones. Hitting the options key, you'll see that we can control the resolution, flash, focus, shutter sound, all those types of things. And most of those can be changed on the fly. The options let us do pretty much what you expect. We can send them, take pictures, get new pictures, set up a slideshow, and so on. So that is a look at the enV Touch for Verizon Wireless.